And when I
The map is loading. Oh,
die,
hey.
don't bury me
Oh
Oh,
wow,
shit.
neath the
this is
western
cool.
sky.
Hey, Snow, actually, I've got a question.
Lone
Like,
prairie.
is this just like a
Don't
background of like
bury
on some sort of art program you
my
got that makes it look like paper?
heart
Yes.
on the lone
No,
prairie.
I
It
actually
is?
just get
That's cool.
These
a paper
words
texture
came
from
soft
online and just use it as a background.
and
Oh, well, it looks good.
painfully
I like it.
from the
Yeah.
pallid lips
All right.
of a
So
youthful
the buildings in those empty
on his
areas are
dying
not filled out yet. So
bed at the break of day.
ignore that they're missing buildings. They do have buildings. I just haven't made
When
them.
we buried him
You guys, okay? You see that road on the bottom right
on the
area?
lone prairie where the rattlesnakes hiss and the
Guys?
wind blows free.
What?
Yes.
Do you see like that road-ish thing in the bottom right area? I haven't colored it in yet.
No one to grieve.
Hmm.
That's where you
Yeah.
guys. That's where you guys are.
Western sky
Okay.
Which part of the...
on the
Okay, so look
Bottom
at the
right.
very
There's
bottom right of
a
the map.
faint outline of a road.
There is a faint outline of the road. I just haven't colored it in yet.
Okay, so we're on the bottom right.
Yeah.
These words came soft
Oh.
and
So where do you guys want to go?
Well,
Well, what's the closest building?
The closest buildings that you can see are the two large rectangular buildings in front of you, in front of the sign that you can see that says "Welcome to Colebrook," and then this tiny building with a fence surrounding it,
on his dying bed
with a fence surrounding its back portion, I suppose.
the break of day.
So I'm gonna go into that building.
Which one? The small one?
Yeah.
All right.
I guess Willow's gonna kind of stumble after Liam.
How are you going to enter through it? Are you gonna like jump over the fence and then walk towards the building, or are you gonna walk around into the building?
Well, try to find a front door.
All right. So that requires me to open my stats for the people inside of the area. All right. Hold up. Where are you?
No, I'm gonna knock on the door.
Wait, who's that? Oh, it's Vamp. Never mind.
Oh no, we have an audience. Let's see. Let's see. When you reach the front of, where is it? Why do I have? There it is. When you reach the front of the building, you can see a sign on the front of it that says "Testing Range."
Oh no.
Testing what?
Testing range.
Testing range?
Yeah. Testing range. So, do you actually want to enter it?
Will, I'm guessing he followed Liam, as I said, and he's gonna see the sign and something's gonna kind of click with him, and he's gonna, yeah, he looks at it, gets a sort of determined look, and goes in there.
All right.
Probably
Yeah,
heavily.
Will there.
All right. You enter this building, and then you see this rather tiny room. There's only really a desk in front, with a cow standing behind it. Wait, is it a man or a woman? Let me double check.
It's a hermaphrodite.
It is a. Okay, it's a guy. He is.
Boy or a girl?
He is writing down on pieces of paper, and nearby you can see a pig, a male pig, and a female camel.
Ooh, camel. Those are neat. Sort of pigs, I guess.
They notice you and they say, "Welcome to the shooting range. May I help you?"
What town is this?
You are in Colebrook right now. Did you see the sign?
No, we came here in a hurry. We came from the Gulch.
So
And like Liam is sounding like as down as possible.
yeah. Something bothering you, boy?
It's a long story.
A Longhorn con story.
Got it.
Now it's easy when he dies.
Let's just say that someone's supposed to be with us but isn't.
Well, I'm mighty sorry to hear that. Would it have anything to do with the local tribes residing inside of the gulch?
I'm just gonna nod.
Well, you should have stuck to the destined path. Designated path.
Does the mayor say anything about this?
This is all Mary's fault.
The mayor kind of like grumps and says, "We don't need the sass right now. Could you just point us in the direction of the mayor's office so we can deal with the business that we came here for?" Certainly. They're right in the middle of town. If you head straight down the main road, you will eventually see, let's see, what are the buildings in there? Okay, you will eventually see a building, a corner okay, from the main road, go down. Once you reach a corner, it is the building to right before that road on your left.
It does.
It does.
I'm assuming everyone kind of leaves the shooting range and does that then?
Yeah.
Goes there? I mean, Liam, what do you think?
What did the mayor say?
No, the mayor just wanted to
Not
know
the mayor.
where the mayor of this town's office is. And then they directed you to that lone rectangular building in the middle.
Like that big rectangular one on the...
No, the one... Okay, so you see that circular road?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the intersection?
Yeah, to the right of that, like the building to the right of that.
The one on the
okay.
corner.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Whoa.
Alright, so, the mayor walks out towards that building. Do you guys follow?
Yeah.
Will doesn't.
Will doesn't? What does Will want to do?
Well, the moment I see Will not talking, I'm looking, I'm like, huh?
He's kind of like, he's got a strange look on his face, and he's gonna sit and watch the shooting range.
Alright.
I'm gonna turn back to the mayor and say, you go on. He's probably still feeling down.
Understood. He says he understands and then he leaves. So, the manager, he kind of like looks at the two of you and says, "Well, if you want to test the range out, you need some weapons. If you go to the building across from ours, the one to the right, that's actually a gunsmith's shop."
Will kind of nods and goes there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Alright. So, you exit, and then the building that he was pointing out has the name... God. Where are you? I know I put you here. No, I'm too far. Okay, so it is... should be here. Yeah, it's called the Cult Gallery. So you walk inside, and then you see two unicorns manning the
Of course. You had.
Are their names Shim and Sham?
No. No. They are both
Bland and
female.
bland.
Excuse me. But anyways, yeah. They spot you, and one kind of like perks up and says, "Are you here to buy a gun?"
Hmm. Will
browsing.
still looks. Will still looks sort of conflicted.
Oh, I know what Mary would try to do in this shop.
Don't tell Mary this shop exists.
yeah, please. Don't even tell her when you upload this. I just hide it.
You gotta crop out all of this.
Anyways, yeah. You see that you see her like just waiting there, waiting for your response. What do you do?
Well,
White hair.
I said I'm browsing.
All right. They leave you be.
I'm
So
assuming
they
that
have.
someone's already made ones like on display.
Yeah. So, take your array of like any long-range weapons, and then we can flavor them as guns.
Ooh, fun.
How about you, Will? What are you doing in this area?
Browsing.
Also, okay,
Yep. Let me just look at weapons real quick.
sure thing. I wish I had a list of 5e weapons right
What would
now.
be the equivalent of a bolt-action rifle?
A bolt-action rifle.
Yeah.
A longbow,
What would be
perhaps.
what would be the D&D weapon equivalent?
A longbow, perhaps.
Yeah, probably a longbow or heavy crossbow or something.
Yeah.
Heavy crossbows use dexterity, right?
I don't. I
Yeah,
don't think.
ranged
I think
weapons
all
use
ranged weapons
dexterity.
use dexterity. Yeah.
Yeah, all ranged weapons use dexterity. All melee weapons use strength, unless they have finesse, in which case, you know.
Do they get dex on the
'cause
attack roll too?
I just had like a massive brain fart.
Hmm.
Yeah, they get dex on the damage. That's only a Pathfinder thing, which I really hate.
Whatever, like the whatever the equivalent of a heavy crossbow would be.
Well, Will is gonna look at their hand crossbow equivalents,
All right.
which are probably
which
revolvers.
Pistols,
I
revolvers.
assume it's like a revolver
like a
or
revolver.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I'm
seems-
gonna look at this and I'm gonna ask how much.
Okay, what are you looking at exactly? The heavy crossbow.
Yeah.
Repeating or just normal?
Give me the price for both.
Okay, so let's see.
How much is the repeating and how much is the normal?
Yeah, I'm looking for the normal. It gives me the repeating. Maybe it's lesser, a lesser weapon. Let me just look for crossbow. Crossbow. There they are. Okay, so there are. Okay, so I guess it's called a great crossbow because it's large. So no. There's I guess the only heavy crossbow is a repeating crossbow. It is 65 gold.
10 gold short.
Oh, Will has like 155. I might be able to trade something depending on the cost of other things. And Will is stingy. Will is stingy for it. Heavy. What does that property mean? Oh wait, small creatures can't use heavy weapons, can they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Also, I think it can hold more ammunition, technically.
Looks like the heavy crossbow has more damage die too, comparatively.
Hmm.
Hand crossbow.
A hand crossbow is What? How could it be more expensive? It's ridiculous. Okay.
Adjust as needed.
Okay, maybe repeating crossbow instead of hand crossbow. There's
They're
also a
different.
quick fire wrist mounted crossbow.
Like, what are you even looking at? Pathfinder
Yeah, what
weapons?
are you looking at?
Aren't these 5e?
No, these sound like Pathfinder weapons, like Greater or something. No, there's just
Quick fire wrist mounted?
yeah. What the fuck is that? Are you looking at like some
I think that-
homebrew stuff?
Yeah, I think you might be on the D&D wiki. Don't, you don't,
It's horribly unbalanced.
Snow, I will go and get you my player's handbook right now. It will take me like
Is it
5
in the player's
seconds.
handbook or the Dungeon Master's guide?
Players. There's all
I'm
the
looking
weapons.
at Roll20 right now, and
Players.
all I see crossbow-wise are the heavy and the hand.
Okay. What are
And
their prices?
longbow.
Hand is 75, heavy is 50.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, I can afford the heavy then.
Yeah, but you can't use it because you're small. Crossbow light is 25 gold. That's good.
Wait,
Short bow is 25 gold.
I thought sheep were like medium sized.
No, we're
they're
small. But the 3 crossbows, it looks like.
Yeah. There's crossbow hand and crossbow heavy.
And there's light over in simple weapons.
Yeah.
I think Will would want a hand crossbow since he's proficient in those. And the question is, how much use would I get out of that damage die?
You can shoot things.
Oh yeah, but I could
far
get
away.
the same thing from something else.
So all there is the short bow, the long bow, the light crossbow, the heavy crossbow, and the hand crossbow. There's 5. Nothing else that has bow.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I guess blowgun, but yeah, whatever.
Let's say a crossbow light is like a revolver pistol. Hand crossbow is, I don't know, a shotty. And
I figured a hand crossbow would be the revolver, since it's like you can hold it in one hand.
I suppose. So crossbow light would be the shotty, and crossbow heavy would be a rifle.
Yeah. And we can't use heavy because we're small. Silly. I'm
Oh,
not
I'm
biased.
looking it up right now.
No,
That's
that's pretty balanced, I think.
Oh, nope. Oh my god, there's. Oh.
Hmm.
Is it possible? To get a version of said weapon that I can use at the cost of dealing 1 or die of damage?
Sorry, there was some weird blowing noise. What did you say?
Okay. I know, like, it says, like, the heavy crossbow, you know, with it being heavy. Is it possible I can get a
Smaller version.
a smaller version of the same weapon, but instead of doing
yes,
1d2,
there are
it'll be
rules
doing, like,
for
1d2.
that.
What weapon are you using right now?
Right now, I'm using a short bow.
Oh, I was actually gonna suggest the short bow. You could maybe try. How much? Longbow is heavy, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Blech. I don't know. Want a blowgun? That's
damage.
fun.
Oh,
1 damage.
it seems that the Pathfinder oversized and undersized weapons thing has been removed, so it's simplified in 5e. So technically,
Oh wait, a light crossbow. That's a thing. It exists.
yeah,
Yeah, like crossbow. But is that better or worse than just having the short bow?
It deals a d8 of piercing.
Oh, does it? Oh, I missed
Yeah.
that.
and a short
Okay.
bow is only 1d6.
Will is specifically like you can use hand stuff.
I can easily afford the light cross.
So you're gonna buy the light
So
crossbow?
like whatever the gun equivalent with that to that would be. Well, I can imagine like the heavy cross be something like a sniper rifle, while like a light cross be like a repeater.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Will is gonna take a look at the fancy revolvers and crossbows.
Alrighty. So, everyone gonna buy things? Pay the appropriate
Yeah, I
money?
think so. We'll make sure that Mary isn't near us. That's important.
That's fair.
Yeah. The light crossbow, but
I'm sorry. There's like this weird noise on your end.
Yeah, Glaren, what are you doing? Are you moving around your mic or something?
No, I'm on my iPad. Like, how's it sound?
It's like
You keep going like you know when you rub something up against the microphone, it gets all muffled. It keeps doing that when you talk sometimes. It's like you're running your iPad against the carpet sometimes, and it's really weird.
It's probably picking up the sounds from like coming in other rooms.
Well, no, we hear normal voices sometimes, but like it sounds like just a feather duster up against a mic.
Well, sometimes I do move around.
Yeah, it might be it.
all right.
So, are you guys buying anything?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I am. I
Will's
legit
gonna
am.
buy himself a revolver.
I'm getting a repeater. Give me that Winchester brand repeating rifle.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Now the question is, how many chambers does this have?
I think they can hold like up to
You know,
10
typically-
bullets.
Typical.
Like my gun can hold like 10 bullets.
Well, whatever the stats of the weapon that you technically bought are, those are the stats of your gun.
Okay.
I mean, Snow, if you really want to bring in like guns, you probably maybe might want the Critical Role homebrew for guns, just at least to check out.
Reskinning probably works fine, and I don't say this because it does a hand crossbow feat. That I may or may not consider now that I have guns. Hand crossbows.
Alright, so if that's all you're gonna do, are you gonna do anything else?
And hold on, I need to take 25 off. So
I'm
that'll be
remembering the shop.
30 gold pieces.
Alright.
Can we get anything inscribed on it?
Inscribed.
Yeah, like on the hill.
You you ask that to the unicorn, and she says, perhaps you could go to, let's see, what is it?
The blacksmith,
It's not the well,
the
yeah,
woodworker.
yeah, the blacksmith's place. You're right. Go to the You could go to the blacksmith shop. They're just around the corner, and she points at a place on the map for you, and you go there. It is that big L-shaped building.
I'm gonna go there too. I'm gonna go there too.
So, you walk around town. You see all these buildings with weird names. Eventually, you reach a building with a carpenter with a hammer sign and a it is basically just a hammer sign and an anvil sign, I guess. It is a combined carpenter and smithery shop.
Mm.
So you enter inside.
Yeah.
All right. Once you enter, you immediately see this large cow hammering down onto a breastplate. Working diligently. No one has noticed you yet. There are other workers working around the sides. You can see a carpentry shop on the what is it? The right or the left side? Is on the left side, and majority of the right side is dedicated to the smith.
I'm going to approach the smith. Hold up my newly acquired gun and ask, how much is it to get something engraved on here?
This is a sticker. Put all the money in the bag.
Also, Snow,
Yes.
I should ask, can my puppies theoretically use items?
Theoretically, yes. But it depends on what items. I'm not gonna let you make the puppies use your gun.
Yeah, and remember, your puppies are really just a means of you to do something without you.
I know. But are you sure?
A man can dream.
Okay,
But
so,
anyway,
I had an image. Never mind. I'm sorry.
alright, so the blacksmith turns towards you and says, well, howdy there. The name's Michigan Blue. What may I do for you today?
that last name, Snow.
Uh,
I
I've been waiting for this moment for so long.
Next thing you know, you'll go to the church and you'll find someone named Oi.
I can't. Oh my god, it's Colorado.
Oh my god, I just realized. Midnight or whatever, Michigan was working on a breastplate.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, all I recognized was the name. I got
recognize
half
everything.
I got half of
my
that
god,
joke.
no, I love you. I love you. Like 100% homo now.
Liam is gay for Midnight, or Michigan, I mean. Why do I keep saying Midnight? Probably because he's one of my players.
Alright.
So he says, "Hi, I'm Michigan Blue," and go on.
Yes.
I meant Galarian because you usually respond.
And he says that he can work on it. It'll just be a simple etching. That'll be just a gold to work on it.
Okay, I'm gonna say, yeah, can you etch the word mercy onto that?
Oh,
Liam, that's TPK's wife. That might be a little.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
That might be a little scandalous.
Don't
Okay,
worry,
well-
he's not there to tell you about it.
Yeah, don't worry. You can do it. It's fine.
He
Because
can
you don't
onboard.
know it. Yeah.
Or I could just say, oh, put kindness on it.
No. Go with your first instinct. It's
Kill
fine.
him with
No.
kindness.
Uh,
Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, engrave the word mercy onto here.
I can do that for you. And then he goes to work on it. Does Will want to do anything in this situation?
Yeah. Will kind of shows the revolver and taps the little what do you call it? The little pendant
The
on
contour?
his
Oh.
chest with a little dog on it. Kind of taps that and taps the hilt of the gun.
He looks very confused, as am I. I
Galarian,
don't know what
you wanna
exactly you want me to do.
Galarian, you want to interpret?
Wait, what?
Do you want to interpret what Will just did?
Because I want an interpretation.
What did Will do?
Nah.
He pointed at his revolver, at the handle of the revolver, and then he pointed at his dog lapel pin.
He kind of takes it off and puts it on the barrel. Not the barrel. Sorry, the grip.
Grip. There you go.
And then he moves it from one side to the other, and then kind of points back at it.
I see. He finally understands, and then he says, "I can do that for you too. That's a simple welding job. That'll also be 1 gold."
Wait, so wait, he's gonna put the gun on the dog.
Yeah. Will wants to put the pin onto the grip of his revolver.
Yeah.
Wait, the pin itself, or do you want to just put the design of it?
Originally the design, but I think I like the pin more.
Alright.
Let's do that.
All right. So yeah, he takes your guns and he starts diligently working. Are you guys gonna do anything else, or are you gonna move on?
I'm gonna browse around in this store. I kind of have now.
Well, you see this wonky-looking breastplate and a picture of a cow that looks awfully familiar for some reason.
I'm taking notice of the picture, and who's that in the picture?
Oh, that's my son. He went out adventuring. I don't really know what happened to him, but I sure do hope he's okay.
Sure hope that he didn't get sucked into no darkness hole.
Well, he sent a letter.
A letter.
Yeah, I literally was making a blacksmith character, and I thought immediately I should make this Colorado's dad.
Snow, you do know that now
This is
you're
why you're
crossing the
besties.
streams, the literal and physical Earth. Yeah, literal and physical streams.
Alternate timelines.
Wait, so
Alternate
is TLC canon phonum, Theta phonum now? I mean, they happen on the same day. How did we not see this?
I mean,
Imagine if all of this is happening at exactly the same time.
then.
Did you hear about that valley that disappeared?
Let's see, you have to reference us now.
Yeah. I heard that the unicorn was the best member.
Yeah, I heard about that alpaca that likes to burn and destroy everything.
Yeah, and I heard my son got poisoned in one hit. Oh, that was great.
Oh, I remember he got knocked out by this giant scorpion. He told me in that letter he sent me.
Anyways.
Totally. Yeah, anyways, TPK is so dead.
So, yeah, it's just a normal blacksmith shop. Like, there's some metal workers on the sides. There are a bunch of helpers that seem a little younger than the main blacksmith and carpenter.
We're gonna check out the carpentry side.
Alright. On the carpentry side, you see, like, another cow diligently working on, like, I don't know, wood stuff. There
Male or
is-
female?
Male.
Okay, so it's not Colorado's mom.
No. Oh, no, your mom's not gonna work in a blacksmith shop.
You don't know that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you wanted. I could not consult you on, like, what your mom would be doing.
Honestly, I haven't thought of that either.
Excuse you, she is a southern belle working the
Yeah.
plantation.
Well, I made something up for her, so if you find her, good for you.
Working the plantation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang around here to the.
In a carpentry, you're just gonna watch them work under wood?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna kind of wait around too.
Okay. So if you guys are just gonna chill, let us go back to TPK.
Oh, he's dead. Back to.
There is now a gravestone where TPK used to be. No, okay, so, he is...
And for some reason, it says "Rest in peace, Clint Eastwood."
Oh, Doc! I'm disappearing from the picture!
Rick, we gotta see the future.
Alright, so, TPK, you wake up and you find yourself inside of this, bricked room. There appears to be metal bars on the window that you don't think were there before, because you haven't seen any buildings with any actual window panes in them. You are currently you have a huge headache, and you are lying down on a cot, but there's basically nothing else inside of the room other than a pitcher of water. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna drink. Like, would electrocution do anything to that?
No.
Would that hurt?
No.
Huh. Alright, then yeah, I'm probably gonna, after like aches and pains, moan for a little bit. I'm going to. Is it just a pitcher or is there a cup too?
Yeah, there's a cup.
Alright, then I'm gonna pour myself some water and drink up because I'm probably really exhausted after that stump.
Alright.
Then probably after clearing my throat, I've been walking a few steps to make sure I'm not, stumbling over myself.
Mhm.
I'm probably going to head over to the windowed wall to see if I can look out.
Alright. You look out and you can see that there's a big hubbub. You can see a whole bunch of buffalo. You can see more bighorn sheep than previous. And the javelinas have returned. And now there's another new tribe hanging around. Actually, no, the fourth tribe is not with them yet. But you can see them all mingling around outside. You can't quite tell what they're doing.
Snow, I have a question.
Go
Since
on.
I chose to pass out, would I have healed any more, or am I still at 8?
Does that count as a short rest?
Mm,
I, for the purpose of this, let's say it counts as a long rest.
okay, so I'm just back at max.
Yes, because you were unconscious. So,
Alright.
what do you want to do?
Um, can I just really quickly just do a medicine check on myself to like my general health?
Sure thing. All right. Yeah.
Oh, well, I know everything.
You see, you check your body, and the first thing you notice is the giant hole in your deputy badge. And when you
Aw.
look through your tattered clothes from being burnt from the lightning strike, you can see like this awesome looking lightning scar that's like running across your body. You know what they look like, right? When you get hit by lightning.
No.
I'm gonna. It's not safe for OC, so I'm gonna just post it.
You could post it in the other one, or you could PM it to me. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
gonna PM it to you.
Alright. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Dang.
Did you look it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these. Pretty sure some of these are like not tattoos, but like scars that people did in a way. But some like, jeez, that's neat and also horrifying.
Yeah, that's what scars look like when you get hit by lightning.
Huh.
Holy shit. That
Oh, geez.
actually, that looks like, what's it called? Like flowers blooming, actually. It looks
Yeah.
kind of cool.
It's
But, like, still, ow.
like they're
So,
it's like
So,
snowflakes or something.
yeah, like what you would imagine like a snowflake would look like up close if you could like put it under a microscope.
And
Nature's
this one looks like
fascinating.
a rotten tomato.
Snow. Since actually that was I used since the point of contact was through my badge and running along my arm. I'm gonna say that it's kind of like that picture that you sent me, like mostly on my arm, but it does spread to my chest a little,
All right.
back probably.
Yeah, that's fair.
So after I generally check myself to see if I'm alive, yep. I'm going to check to see if there's anybody outside of my building.
All right. So you're just gonna peer out the window to see if there's anyone at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are 2 bison tribesmen people hanging around at the left and right side of your door.
All right. So my clothes are kind of charred, right?
Yeah.
From being on fire. So I'm gonna find a nice spot where I can put my badge on myself again and put it on.
All right.
If you know how it works, still works. And then look as decent as I can be. And then I'm going to go up to the window and speak to my 2 guards and be like, excuse me, I'm awake now.
They look towards you, and then one looks at the other and then nods, and one starts walking back towards the big group of people, of ungulates.
So are we just like playing out death here?
No.
No.
I mean, it's not like I had a long 3-hour chat with Snow about TK's death or anything. Where we thought about everything. And no, nothing like that.
Stop getting rid of all your characters, Zero.
Hey, I didn't get rid of EO. He actually had a end.
He
Not
didn't
a good
get rid of EO. We got rid of EO for him.
But like Jack was just because personal reasons. And this,
Oh, I know.
I'm just lying. I'm just joking, man. Jeez, it's just a prank, bro.
Sure.
It's just a prank, bro. Anyway, so yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep looking out my door, I guess.
All right. You want to roll
Little
for
window.
perception to see like anything?
Let me see. Could I? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll roll perception.
Alrighty.
19.
19. All right. You can see when looking back at the crowd, you can see that they seem to be what's the word for it? Not panicked, more like
Scatterbrain somewhere?
yeah, they're kind of like on edge. I keep saying on edge, but there's better words to use.
Like
Yeah.
confused.
Tense?
They're sort of like tense.
That's like-
Yes.
Like, why did these buildings catch on fire?
Yeah, why did these buildings catch on fire? Where did that rock come from? Why was there an
What
explosion?
was that explosion before the rock came here?
But seeing as the Javelinas are back, you can hear them slightly talking about the explosion. So they all probably know what the cause was now.
Or at least I know what they're probably gonna say is.
All right. So you see the bison who left earlier come back with the chief of the bisons, and then the chief of the bisons kind of like unlocks your door and walks inside and sees you and says, "Come with me," and exits again.
I follow him.
He brings you towards the front, and it is here where you suddenly see someone who you've never seen before standing at the apex of the canyon.
Is it the guy that looked at me weirdly at the portal from the Javelin
No.
tribe?
That's
Also,
The Lone Ranger.
what the hell?
it's like a cow and a goat.
Oh my
It's got a
god!
hat.
It's a coat.
No, I love his design. This is amazing. Thank you.
What the hell is he? Is he one of? Is he like a gazelle?
He is a goat.
Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I see someone like that.
Yeah. He hops down from his perch, and then he kind of like walks up towards you and says,
Oh.
"So you're the one who's been causing trouble around here. The name is Billy La Mancha."
Billy La Mancha? Like TPK said that, like tasting the words. Like, huh. So after TPK's like,
Let me get my reaction image.
okay, hold on. Before I'm gonna speak, I'm gonna let Galarian get his reaction image.
I mean, you can keep speaking. Don't matter. to me.
Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, so after TPK like tastes how that name sounds, he is going to respond with that. God, what the hell would I respond with? I guess like fuck it. TPK is going to respond with. TPK is going to respond with not everything, but you can blame some things on me now.
I heard that you had deals with that you dealt with the sheriff. Why is he here then?
Huh? TPK looks actually shocked and puzzled for a second. Wait, he's gonna ask. Wait, the sheriff of Stonebridge is here?
So the Javelinas returned from the entrance, and they saw that a giant hole was destroyed from the earth that they'd moved past the correct route. With dynamite and investigating it further, they ran into two of the deputies and the sheriff. Unfortunately, they were not able to return.
We're going to see Tita Mati.
My word. I
You are forgiven.
I thought we left him in good hooves. I thought just TPK is just kind of like speechless right now.
You do know that that barrier was put up to stop him from entering, right?
No, I thought it was the sheriff who put it up to block you all out.
You have just unleashed the worst evil that you could onto the lands of my natives.
I I'm I'm sorry. Is all that TPK says. His head hung down in shame.
I'm trying to think of like exactly what I want to do next because I know what I'm gonna do, but it's I want to do this correctly. Um, so he
I got nothing.
okay. He takes out his Bowie knife and kind of like rushes it towards you and stabs you right on your sheriff's badge, on your deputy's badge, so it doesn't actually pierce you.
Oh, he got out his David Bowie knife.
So so it just kind of bounces off the badge.
No, he does it like he does it on purpose, and then he says, "If I wasn't such, if I wasn't dealing with so many problems right now, you'd be dead where you stood."
Oh, so he just rushed up to me and put the knife to my chest, but the badge was in the way.
Yeah, but he aimed
Like
for the badge.
yeah, like he was just threatening along with his actual threat.
Yeah,
Okay,
And-
I get you now.
and you feel like such force from that pseudo stab that you feel like if he didn't aim for the badge, he would have actually legitimately stabbed you in the heart.
And I assume that I'm still pretty weak from being electrocuted, so yeah. I'd probably feel really, really weak.
Yeah.
So TPK is going to be like, because the force was so much, he's going to be like grit his teeth a bit, like a little in pain. I'm going to say, like, and be like, understood. And he's also going to ask, what else are you held up with? Or like, what else are you dealing with? I guess.
That's none of your business. But I wanted to see for myself, to see if you really had anything to do with that sheriff. And I can see right now, you're just a sad old man. Put him back in the prison.
But a what?
In the prison cell.
Oh, well then, I'm at least gonna respond with, I helped at least try to, I helped in at least trying to take him down is what I'm trying to say.
You've
Or,
done
like, I
enough
don't know the
help.
word, so-
And then he turns
So-
back towards the tribe leaders and says, "It's not enough that the sheriff's around. Now we have to deal with the Pronghorn tribe too. It's a long day." And then he starts walking away. And then you see him majestically scale the canyon as if it was nothing.
I just want to ask out loud, just to
Liam
anybody.
can do that too. He got the feet.
Defeat. Anyway, I just want to ask out loud to anybody who'll hear me. Like, I guess if I can see the chiefs, I'll shout it in their direction.
Mhm.
What was so important about that location of the explosion? Like, was there anything there? Is like I'm trying to say, like,
Yeah,
what's
the
so important
Javelina
about that
tribes.
specific-
Yeah, the Javelina tribes woman turns back to you and says, "Don't you remember? We tried to block the way so that you wouldn't be able to get to us. We moved the earth so that no one else could enter the gulch. But it seems, despite our attempts, the sheriff was still able to get through."
I don't like. I want to say I can help, but like that is so not gonna work. Could I? God, really? What could I do at this point?
Did you prepare any specific spells? Maybe you've got something. You're a cleric, right? Fancy things.
The only ones that I have prepared right now are.
Well, you had a long rest, sort of.
I have hold person.
Everything. You could try something, I think.
I have hold person, but that's not really gonna be beneficial if I'm like forcing someone to stop or anything.
Yeah.
Not really anything useful right now, so I guess the best thing to do, the best course of action right now is just to go with it.
Alright, so you're just gonna
But-
be brought back to
wait,
the
hold-
cell?
Yeah, but I at least want to also say out loud that after I asked about that and the Javelina tribe's woman saying that of making they move the earth to make sure that no one else can get to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that the God, I'm trying to like say like my party is like my tribe, and I'll do anything to like keep them safe, much like yourselves, something like that. Well, like it's that's the only way I can kind of put together that sentence.
Alright.
It's I don't know how to exactly say that, but like that's what I'm going for. It's like I can try to relate.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, yeah, 16.
Okay, so against Billy. Alright. Where's my dignity? Okay. So Billy kind of like looks at you skeptically and says, "You know what? Don't put him back in the prison cell."
Wait, I thought you said he left.
Oh, because like you said, wait, I want to talk
Oh,
to
oh,
people
right,
before.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Sorry. It's just I thought he was gone, so I was just trying to plead to anyone.
Yeah. No, he walks back towards you and says, "I want to keep an eye on him myself. So bring him with us."
I'm gonna ask the obvious question: where?
The sheriff was last spotted on the ravine between the Bison tribe and the Pronghorn tribe. Unfortunately, the sheriff got into a little commotion with the Pronghorns, and now I have to deal with this entire problem.
So after he says that, I'm going to. I don't know how this position would work because I'm on four legs, but I guess I sit down on my hind legs and I smack my two front legs together, like fist bump myself, like, and I'm gonna say, great because I've got an appointment, and then I go, like I kind of like grab my shoulder because like the shoulder that got hit by lightning, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, kind of like a little in pain, but like it's tough through it.
Okay,
And that's it.
So,
So I guess I go with him. Is what is
before you leave, Billy kind of like mentions towards a female bison who kind of walks up to you and casts Cure Wounds on you.
Do I get my stuff back, by the way?
Hold up, let me just do the Cure Wounds first.
Cool.
It's 1d8 plus spell mod. So what is her spell mod? It is
Plus 20, plus 20, plus 20, plus 20.
all right. Wait. You're in pain, but you're technically full health, right?
Yeah.
So I guess this just removes your pain. It doesn't really heal you.
Yeah, it's fine. I know. I got what you were trying to go for.
Yeah. There. Now you won't be such a burden to us. and then he turns back towards the exit that he was walking towards, and then he scales the cliff, and like everyone looks on him, and the bison leader says, "I still don't know why he does that. We can't follow him."
I think he's got. I kind of like like the lean to whisper. I go like, I what is that thing? Oh right, I was like, I think he's compensating for something.
You know who can follow him? Liam.
Shut up. Anyway, so we're supposed to follow him up that.
No, the
Okay.
bison leader kind of like points towards the south and says, "I know a way to it. It'll take us a few days to reach it, but if we reach it in time, we'll cross paths with the sheriff."
So I want to inner monologue something like TPK's thoughts is like, not Vesper, Snow. Put in like the special sound effects, make it an echo and a black screen, and make all the text pop up while I'm saying it. Edits. Anyway, but no, you don't have to. TPK's inner monologue is like, I think I'll keep the fact that I know who Billy and what he's wanted for a secret for now. And little monologue thing, and then I just go with the bisons.
All right.
Bison.
You start heading southward.
All right.
TPK, no, Will and Liam. How are the lovebirds doing?
I'm guessing we've got our guns now.
Yeah, you've got your guns now.
Great.
Mr. Blue has given it to you.
Fun. Well, it's gonna take his and I don't know, buy a sheath probably, and do that.
All right.
Try to gun. Woo. And is there a general store here?
Yes, there
Oh,
is.
actually, he's gonna pop up a sign. General store? Question mark.
They
Or
kind of
general
point
store
you-
anywhere?
yeah.
Question mark.
They point you towards a direction, and then you guys just walk there. I'm not gonna point out the separate buildings because that's just complicated.
Yeah, just stop doing that. Like, it's nice to have a map, but just especially with this one now that there are more buildings.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Hey, after Will does the shopping, you just want to call a session?
Yeah. I mean, sure, but there is one thing I want to end the session with.
Okay.
Is it TPK because I kind of feel left out at the end because you guys are just shopping.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I started to feel left out. That's why I was like, yeah, TPK is still dead. Yeah. I'm here too. Just kind of knocked out.
Don't worry. There's something very specific that I've been wanting to do. So
All right. Well,
if
I'm
Will,
gonna follow Will, but you know, I'm not
Okay.
shopping for
All right.
anything.
Will's gonna kind of try to be discreet about it, I guess. He's gonna walk into the shop and,
This is a sticker! In sign
Oh,
form.
I have to tell you the name I came up for the general store.
oh,
Walmart.
You finally used it. Yay!
Wait,
Yay! I'm proud of you, Snow. But Will, no, Will, not Will. Will walks into Walmart. This is getting
Will walks into Walmart. Tongue twister.
and and he sort of walks up to the who's at the register?
Okay.
The clerk.
Assume would
Yeah.
be.
some
You
cashier
see
who wants
a
to wants to end their
female
life.
goat manning the store. She is currently, I don't know, just managing the store. So
She's chewing bubble gum.
Okay. Will's gonna kind of walk up to her. He's gonna create a sign. this smaller text sort of away from Liam that says, "Got anything for stress?" Question mark.
She hands you a stress ball.
She kind of like looks at you, says, "Welcome to Walmart. My name is Aurora La Mancha. What do you want?"
Wait. Deep lore, deepest lore. Oh god.
That last name, I know what you did.
No, you don't.
Will kind of tilts his head at her with her weird greeting.
Upon hearing that dull ass greeting, Liam's like, sounds like someone hates their job.
Muttering to himself. So what does Will do?
Yeah. If you want to alleviate your stress, there's a let's say red light hotel on the other side of town.
He's gonna widen his eyes and just he shakes his head.
And we're just gonna board out.
Just like,
we're just like, we're gonna just board out. Kinky.
He kind of like face palms and blushes. Good job. It wasn't that sort of hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Snow. It was, he kind of looks back and creates a sign. Do you sell cigarettes?
She says, unfortunately, no. The tobacconist has the market on that.
Mm.
Tobacconist?
Yeah, that's what you call a person who sells cigars and cigarettes.
Oh, neat. Where's that? The sign shifts to say.
She points you in towards the direction, and then you can go there if you want.
Okay.
Well, this is where I'm gonna split off from Will and say, well, I'm heading to the testing range.
He kind of nods he nods a confirmation. And
I honestly thought you were gonna go to the red light district, Galarian. I'm glad you didn't.
Because you have to be shipped with Will, not anyone in the red light district.
Yeah, like random NPC number 45.
Alright, so let's just go to the Stogie place, and then you can buy your tobacco.
Okay.
Welcome to Fatty Blow Shop.
Is it a pack of camels?
No.
What?
As much as I wanted to make it a pack of camels, no.
It's a pack of goats.
But the cigarettes you get can be called camels.
Okay. So
Or we could be like completely culturally insensitive and use the British slang for it.
Thanks.
No, thank you. So you're going to buy?
How much would I don't know how many packs someone consumes of cigarettes a day.
You
I'm
could go
guessing
as many as you want, but usually you go if you're addicted. You're like at least one. Or a
Yeah. But Will isn't addicted. That's
So
Mary's
just-
job.
Yeah.
Just buy a
Um,
pack, just 1 or 2,
Yeah.
10.
You'll buy 10. You'll buy 2 packs of cigarettes.
Alright, that's about 2 gold.
Okay. And he's gonna tip 3 copper because I have 3 copper lying around.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, the person that you bought it from is named Tubak.
Actually, I take that back. I tip 2 copper. You never know when 1 coin will be handy.
Okay. I thought his name is Tupac. Oh, I'm gonna take back 1 of those coppers for that horrible, horrible joke.
Alright. So is that it for the peoples?
Yeah. unless if like Galarian wants to do anything specific in the shooting range.
No.
Make an attack roll against the unmoving. Wait, we finally got a place to put all the cardboard characters.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, so like cardboard biscuit was placed.
Cardboard Mary,
He's just hanging around
cardboard
in the shooting
Benson.
range.
Cardboard Ophelia.
Cardboard Ophelia. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Well, I am hitting those targets.
Oh yeah.
So you wanted to close it out on something?
Yes. So let us go back to TPK.
It is something concerning me.
I was dumb and realized that actually the Javelinas can teleport everywhere. So they're just going to create a portal to the area to make things faster.
Cool.
Okay, so you reach this, I guess, giant fork in the road. It is, let's see, you can see that it's pretty much like leads to 4 different areas. It's pretty much a crossroads. There is a broken bridge in the middle of the giant river in the middle. And you can see basically the corpses of a few Pronghorn tribes members and some other tribes members, but less so. But no sight of the deputies or the sheriff.
So I'm going to, once I see the bodies, I'm going to, you know, that that gesture that it's like your head, your chest, left and right, or whatever it is, but not that. It's the same kind of meaning, but it's Thor's version, because Thor. It's just like raising up Mjolnir.
Okay.
Just like that.
You raise up Mjolnir because you're worthy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly what it is, and I say there's some words for them.
All right. You pseudo priest who only became that because you wanted to marry people.
No. To explore my somewhat Marvel-inspired god.
Yeah. So,
Anyways.
anyways, La Mancha. You see La Mancha appear from the cliff top and then go down, approach the death area, and kind of like growls. He looks towards the north, where he's sure that the sheriff had gone. But before anyone gets to move, you see another pronghorn approaching from the east, coming towards your corner, and he kind of like growls at everyone and says, "You were supposed to protect us. Why didn't you protect us, Billy?" And then he sends a sort of dark magic towards all of you, and that is the end of the session.
Oh, I thought it would be initiative when we can
To be
finish the
continued.
battle on that real quick.
You can roll initiative right now, so you don't have to roll it at the beginning of next session.
You're gonna remember it. You're gonna write it
Yeah,
down.